So a lot of people have been asking me how you pack and what you bring on a 30-day camping trip. So I am going to be sleeping almost every night, sleeping wild, so in Crown Land. And I'm going to be in some parts of my trip off cell signal for several days, and also in bear country. So I wanted to kind of show all of the things that I take and a little bit of why I take those. So the simple stuff, of course, is my clothing. This is the biggest challenge. You know, you could fill 4 pannier bags with what you'd really want to wear for 30 days, but you do have to take some sacrifices. So I've got 4 shorts, about 6 jerseys, and 12 socks. So there is some re-wearing. Obviously some sandals to get off the bike. You can't be in your bike shoes all the time, a mistake that I made on my last trip. I've got a tiny little tent. I've got this is my biggest item, which is my sleeping mat. Obviously doing 100 kilometers a day on the bike, you're going to already be pretty sore and tired, so you want to have a really good sleep. And the tightest packing sleeping bag that I can possibly find. Of course, I've got a towel. I even bring swim goggles because I like to, if there's a nice lake, not only have a wash, but also go for a really nice swim, and the goggles help with that. I've got a book, of course, because you're riding, you can only ride 6 hours a day, so you've got 10 hours a day of time to kill. So bring a book, and I'll probably partway through hit a town somewhere and need to buy a second one. And to help with that, I've got this little packy chair. Now this is a bit of a weight toss because it's a metal frame, but the challenge I find is so many places you stop, there's literally nowhere else to sit but on the ground. And having this to just prop up your back is a game changer in long, comfortable stops. I've got a bungee cord to hold all my gear in my panniers, of course my helmet. Sun eye protection. I made this mistake before, not wearing sunglasses because I can't with these, but I now have clip-on sunglasses because I sunburned my eyeballs. I have medicines, multivitamin because you're not necessarily eating a well-rounded diet on the road. Stuff for your stomach in case you drink some bad water. Got a headlamp so that I can read my book in my tent at night. I find with the bugs, once you bushwhack into your sleep spot, you are going to be swamped by bugs. So you end up going in your tent really early in the evening and spending a lot of time just reading in the tent. I've got 3 versions of water filtration. A direct filtration bottle, chlorine tabs, and a couple of life straws. Because I am going to be not passing through town for about 4 days at one point, I need to be able to fill my water from streams. Got a sleep mask for sleeping. I've got gloves in case it's really wet or cold for my ride. And then I have a whole bunch of repair things. So I've got tubes, pump, tire levers, multi-tool, jackknife. That's going to help me fix my bike if anything goes poorly. Also, this time around, 2 emergency blankets. I find, especially because I'm going north as far as Kirkland Lake, if you get rained on and then you get a cold snap at night where it's 10 degrees, your 2 options are put on all your kit, which might already be wet, or wrap yourself in an emergency blanket. So I've got 2 of those in case I need them. Of course, sunscreen, chamois cream, bug spray. I've got some cash. In terms of bugs, I also have this face net. And that's not for riding in, because if you try to ride in it, it just presses itself against your face. But this is for the campsites. And so, even getting set up in some areas, even if it only takes 10 minutes to get the tent up, you're going to want that bug protection. Also for sleep, I've got earplugs, I've got a face mask, that should you know, help you sleep when the sun comes up really early. I've got my shower in a bottle, my hand sanitizer, all sorts of chargers. My primary charger is this guy. He's a solar charger, so that will cover my Garmin watch because I do want to track my trip. If you use this as your primary charging thing for your phone, and I've got a GoPro and a watch, it's not going to keep up. The sun does not charge this quite to 100% in a day. So I have 2 additional backup charging blocks. These guys I can then use to keep myself topped up until like I hit a town where I can find a plug. Hopefully this time around a few more restaurants will be open for eat-in, and I could sit in you know, a cafe in Sudbury or something and charge everything that needs to be charged. Wipes, toilet paper, and I use milk bags for my garbage bags because I do leave no trace on the places that I camp. So I pack a whole ton of garbage bags. Those also double up as water protection. So I'm about to pack up now. What I'm going to do is put everything in a milk bag. So, you know, towels, sandals, book, everything gets protected then in my panniers, and then those milk bags over time double as garbage. In terms of my actual bike setup, I have 4 panniers. So I got 2 front, 2 back panniers. I've got the frame bag that goes in the middle. I've got a chunk bag on the back. That's where I put all my food. So you'll see it's stocked full of as many granola bars as will fit, plus 4 extra water bottles. And then a front bag on my handlebars where I can keep, you know, things like chargers and debit card and that sort of thing. I do bring my debit card, my health card, for anything I could possibly need. Cable lock to lock up. Now, you know, this is going to keep someone from running away with my bike. It's a bit short in terms of like going around any large trees or going through both my wheels. So honestly, like, if you get someone who really wants to take things off your bike, I also, you know, don't take everything off the bike. So there's always a bit of a risk there. The panniers have a little locking system to hold them on, which has helped me in the past where I caught someone who was trying to take my pannier but didn't know how to get it off. I mentioned the GoPro already, so I think the last thing here is just my bear protection. So I have bear spray. I'll just have that out at the campsite. Obviously it's a little too big to have, you know, in your jersey pocket. What I carry in my jersey pocket is the air horn. So air horn is good for country dogs, for bears, just to at least get them to kind of stop or think about it and turn away. And then, of course, my mask to go in if I need to do any shopping. Or, you know, I want to spend a night at a hotel or motel along the way. So I think that's my, my total kit. And it's heavy. The bike is about 30 pounds. I just use a aluminum commuter bike. And then the kit takes me up with full water bottles to around 80 pounds plus. So yeah, that's how I pack for a 30-day bike trip.